Look, we are calling 25 CR 886, the state of Texas versus Roger. Is it Malloy
Yes, sir.
Carter Sr.? That's you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you're charged here in this indictment with the first-degree felony of murder.
A Texas courtroom hears a shocking case as a man accused of murder asks the judge for a reduced bond. The case now stands before Judge John Stevens, who must decide whether the accused should remain behind bars. Prosecutors say the defendant is charged with first-degree felony murder, a crime that could carry a life sentence. But the defendant tells the court he is seriously ill, claiming he suffers from cancer and multiple medical conditions while sitting in jail. Now the judge must decide whether a man accused of murder should be granted a lower bond.
Committed allegedly on or about July 3rd, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas. And this states in the indictment that you caused the death of another by shooting the person with a firearm. And that carries with it up to life in prison. Do you understand?
She says it's an all judge.
He's from there. I mean, he could testify.
No.
What's in writing put into the record, if we got it. Is that? I don't know.
They won't come down here on a subpoena. I can't get them. The jail medical.
No, but they signed something, right? You got something about. Do you have something, some report or something that they filed?
They sent me some medical ones, and I thought I have it. Otherwise, I would just subpoena them and they can put that and bring it. But it's.
I gotta have something to look at. Do you have a copy of it?
No, sir. He didn't send me a copy of it.
No, I don't have it.
Let me try to follow up and I'll see what we got. And
I do have
I could put on testimony from him personally. That would just
I do have a public safety report. It is dated July 8th. How long have you been in jail?
June.
Since June of last year.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have changed. So that's
In July, since the offense been
That-
for July.
is
There's no order.
I want to see. I'm looking at his criminal history. What is it,
Nothing.
if anything? Okay, that's what it just shows a murder.
Case subject to criminal appeals went early on. It was revoked. This case was dismissed on the.
Well, it wasn't found. It wasn't adjudged guilty.
Right,
So he doesn't have a criminal history,
right,
even misdemeanors.
right. Is that right, Roger?
There is a probable cause affidavit that's in the file that the court had highlighted, where, among other things, the victim had been shot multiple times. And okay. What does anybody want to add?
Well, you're on-
I looked at
I'm sorry.
the public safety report as required, and the court has reviewed a probable cause affidavit which places the defendant at the scene.
Well, not at the scene where he was shot.
Places the defendant in a vehicle with others, and the probable cause affidavit says that vehicle, whoever was in the vehicle apparently was involved in the death of the victim. It doesn't say who did what.
I would just observe that one of the occupants of the vehicle is on lifetime parole for murder, and that's the one that has not been charged.
And then what's that?
That would have been the driver.
Order, what was it saying?
And Mr. Carter,
Mr. Carter, he did go and pick up Leroy Williams that night in a silver Dodge truck, who was the deceased, the victim in this case. And the driver was his cousin, Kevin Bryant. And he claims they dropped Leroy Williams off at a house on San Jacinto and then requests a lawyer before saying anything else. So
I'm not gonna listen to a little testimony from him as far as his medical condition, Your Honor.
Whatever you, it's your call.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Let me just briefly,
Raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you make during this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Lower your hand. Go ahead.
Mr. Carter, what medication are you currently on?
Not the medicine that I was on at home. If they give me the medicine, they go to jail with this stuff.
Do you know the names of the medications?
There's so many of them. It's just, I can't remember.
What illnesses are you suffering from?
I got lung cancer. I got chronic deterioration of the bones in my knees and hips. Both of my rotator cuffs are torn. I have stomach problems. I was born with my small intestines never developed. I got hepatitis and diverticulitis flare-ups, and I lose time and place.
Are you getting worse as time goes on?
It's getting real worse because they're not helping me with anything. They steady charging me for stuff.
Charging you in what way?
They for sick calls. They charge me. They taking the money that my family sent for me. They use that for sick call.
What is a sick call?
When you tell them, like I tell them my head or my stomach is hurting, I can put a sick call in and they take money off of it.
Off your commissary?
Yeah, and then they give me any medicines and come off of that too.
How much is a sick call?
I don't remember. Can't remember. It's, I think it's like $8, $9, something like that.
Okay. You asked the judge to reduce your bond so you could be out?
Yes, sir.
Would you abide by all the conditions?
Everything. About everything.
You're a lifelong resident of Jefferson County?
Yes, sir.
Where would you reside if you were able to make bond?
At my home, I've been there for 33 years.
Where is that?
On 13th Street.
And who would be there with you?
My wife.
And pass with us.
Who's gonna make your bond?
Oh, no.
Okay. I could, I have his brother present now. If the state wants to inquire him, I could call him as a witness.
I mean, it's been really nothing other than his testimony that the jail's not treating him properly, but he's on medication at the jail. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What
And
medications are they not giving you that you were prescribed?
I don't say that there's been medical negligence, Your Honor. It's just the amount that he is suffering from.
I know, but ask him, so it's on the record. He's the witness.
Mr.
not you.
Carter, you're not saying that you're not getting medical treatment at the jail.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying the medicine that they're giving me, it's not working. And every time I explain to them it's not working, they just tell me to put in another sick call.
Yeah.
Then when the sick call time for them to see me, they don't see me at all. Then they come back and say, well, we already treating you for this and treating you for that.
Who's saying that?
That's what the nurses is telling me.
Oh,
And since you already treated this and that, it ain't no use for us to do those sick calls, so that's gonna save you some money. We're not gonna do it at all. And like both of my rotator cuff just left with this torn so bad. I just
how long have you been in a wheelchair? How long have you been needing a wheelchair?
Well, I was saying right before I got into this truck. But I always have used the walker and my cane. Always used the walker and my
The court, any reduction would be helpful, Your Honor.
So, what I don't understand that this probable cause affidavit states that on July 3rd of 2025, last year, when this event happened, this states you went and picked up Leroy Williams that night in a silver Dodge Ram truck. But you were in a wheelchair?
No, I walked with
You said you were in a wheelchair before this happened.
No, I was saying once I got up in here is when I needed the wheelchair. Before then, I always had a walker or a cane. I needed to move around.
Okay, okay.
Just,
Because that's not the way it reads. All right.
no, that's the way.
All right, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
The court's going to reduce this to 250,000. It's going to put it in half, but if you make the bond, you will be in home confinement. You will have to stay at home. Somebody's going to have to go take care of your needs except for doctor's care. You need to go in person for that. But you live with other people?
With my wife.
Okay, she's going to have to go do errands if you post this bond.
They put me back on hospice. The doctors will come to my house.
Okay, but you can't leave the home
Oh, no
except to
problem.
come to court and you can go see your attorney.
Mhm.
Somebody's got to drive you there and to medical care. But that's to and from those locations in the most direct route possible.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to have a GPS device on you so that I know when you leave, you're going in a direct route to those locations. Do you understand?
Yes,
That's
sir.
going to have to be something you're going to have to pay for too.
Second,
And what next event?
we're ready for trial.
Set it for trial?
It's we should. be
Okay,
for trial.
let's put it on the trial docket if it's not on already. Who's next?
We're ready on that. Ready to go, man.
Come on.
By the end of the hearing, Judge John Stevens decides to reduce the defendant's bond while imposing strict conditions, including home confinement and GPS monitoring. The decision raises a difficult question about balancing medical concerns with the severity of a murder charge. Do you think the judge made the right decision?